Are you struggling to connect with your intuition? Are you experiencing physical symptoms and you don't know where they come from? Hi, my name is Gillian. I'm a psychic healer and coach, and I'm the founder of the 3 stages of the healer's path, which is purpose, partnership, and prosperity. And I believe these are the 3 stages that we need to go through as part of our soul's evolution to live a life of purpose, meaning freedom and fulfillment, and to live our most authentic self, sharing our unique soul gifts with the world. So there are a few signs and symptoms that you are disconnected from your intuition. And these can appear as physical symptoms, and they can also appear as what is happening and manifesting in your external life. You can disconnect from your intuition and your inner wisdom for so many different reasons. There could be beliefs that have been passed down. You could have things passed down from your family line. You could have had traumatic experiences that will have made you believe that speaking your own truth or being your own creative, authentic expression wouldn't be wanted or needed or was unsafe. You could also have brought things through from past lives where being your truest, authentic self and sharing your gifts with the world wasn't safe. You were judged, you were criticized. There's so many different ways and reasons that we close down our intuition and we learn to not trust ourselves. And we grow up in a society that is all around external validation and living in our mind and trying to figure things out with our mind. And we aren't actually taught that we have this unique tool inside of ourselves, and we are our own frigging oracle, but we've been led to not trust our feelings, not trust what our heart says, not trust what we truly desire. And for so many of us, we actually don't know what brings us joy. We don't know what makes us happy, and this is like a big sign that you have closed down your intuition. So these can manifest, as I said, in our physical reality, but they can also manifest in physical ailments and symptoms. Now, these are the most common ones. If you have closed your intuition, if you have closed down your connection to your inner wisdom and your soul, that could be manifesting in your life. Or maybe they have manifested somehow and you're just like, why am I getting these repeating symptoms? So here they are: headaches, chronic fatigue, throat issues, digestive or stomach issues, muscle tension. These can arise from the stress and the conflict of ignoring your inner guidance and feeling shut down and disassociated to your true self. This can also then manifest itself as anxiety and depression, where you're so disconnected from who you truly are that you just feel disconnected in the world in general. And the anxiety is the fear that you are like not trusting yourself fully. So these can all be physical ailments and manifestations. Sore throats could be a really big one of you not expressing your authentic truth, not being able to trust yourself to speak freely. And you could even have issues around being shy. You could have a stutter or some speech impediments. These are all, as I said, symptoms that you may have closed down your intuition and therefore your authenticity and therefore your own truth. And you're not listening to yourself and you're not fully trusting yourself or being confident that you have the answers inside of yourself. Not only can we experience physical symptoms, this disconnection to your intuition could manifest itself in the external world, where you could feel just generally disconnected to your feelings. Like you might not know what brings you joy, and you might not know what you actually need and want. Like this is a sign that you're disconnected from your soul and you're just not communicating with your inner self at all. It can also manifest in the relationships that you attract. A lot of the time when we're disconnected to our true self, our relationships will be a reflection of that. And they could come in the form of conflict and challenges and you just not aligning or picking the right people in your life. potentially these people are people that you can't trust, or again, just causing you some kind of level of chaos and a misalignment in some way, shape, or form. You may also struggle to connect deeply to these other people, to these relationships, like where you maybe really struggle to understand them, or they struggle to understand you. Because when we're disconnected from our true self, like we don't even know who we are at the deepest level. So how are we going to be able to understand and have compassion, empathy, and understanding at a deep level for anyone else? Like, we just can't. And that's why our intuition is honestly our superpower when it comes to navigating relationships, not just aligning with the highest level of relationship and the people that are meant to be in our lives. We become a beacon for that when we are truly connected to our intuition, and we can smell bullshit a mile away, firstly, but also we cultivate compassion and empathy, and we have this inner knowing of actually what's going on deeply within inside us, and therefore what's going in deeply within other people. And it honestly is just, as I said, it is our superpower when it comes to navigating any kind of relationship, because we're always going to have challenges. Even with the most beautiful relationships in our life, we'll always have ups and downs, because that is life, right, guys? That is life. And having the ability to not only be able to regulate yourself when emotions come up, to understand your own needs, to understand your own feelings, but also that of the other people in your life, and being able to communicate authentically and openly, that's how beautiful relationships are built. One of the biggest things that I see go wrong with relationships are the lack of people being able to communicate, people being able to express their authentic self out of fear, and not being able to understand the perspective of that other person. Because again, this is one of the biggest things that I talk about with my clients, is we all have different lived experiences, and you and I might experience exactly the same thing. We're in this dynamic together, but because of my beliefs, my traumas, my upbringing, my the way that I figure things out and work things out, I may have a completely different perspective of the same situation than someone else does. So having the empathy and ability to be able to understand the different levels without being triggered is how we can create the most beautiful, successful relationships in our life. And being disconnected to your intuition can also show up in just a feeling of like general dissatisfaction. I mean, you may be a rising star in your career, let's say, but you just generally have like a feeling of dissatisfaction, or that like your life doesn't have a level of like the meaning and purpose that you crave. Like there's just like a knowing and a craving there, and a level of dissatisfaction, even though your life could be going like really, really well in like everyone else's eyes. And another telltale sign is really struggling when you're at a crossroads, feeling that you don't have direction or clarity or purpose in different aspects of your life. Because when we like, our intuition is our inner like compass, and it has the answers to everything that we need to know. And when we're connected to it, we align to the answers and decisions that are for our highest potential, so that we can reach our highest potential. But when we are disconnected from it and trying to make decisions from our head, that really limits our growth, because our head like tries to keep us safe, and that is just based on past hurts and experiences that we've had. So our head and our mind can at times keep us limited and not growing. Whereas when you're listening to your intuition and making decisions from your heart, you will always be guided on the path for your highest growth. And even though that might not make sense to you, like logically, you might be asked to take a huge leap of faith on something, and that can be terrifying. But when you're connected to your soul, when you're connected to your intuition, when you have the tools to communicate and get the answers for every single decision and thing you need in your life, like, you feel so supported. You feel so trusting that the universe has your back, because they do. But when we're disconnected to it, when we're not speaking to our soul, when we're not speaking to our guides, when we're not co-creating with the universe, like we can feel really stuck and directionless in our life. And this is how it can manifest. It literally will impact every single part of your life when you are not connected to your true self, when you're not connected to your intuition, your authenticity, when you haven't activated your own unique soul gift, which is your intuition, guys. Your soul gift is your intuition. You're born with it. As a kid, you have it. And somewhere along the line, we close it down. So this is an invitation for you to, if you want to get clarity, if you want to create a deeper relationship to yourself, to others, to the universe, if you are already having an awakening, if you are starting to feel energies, see energies, and you want this most amazing tool to direct your whole life so that you can reach your highest potential, so that you can manifest the relationships, the people, the opportunities that you want in your life, so that you can feel empowered, so that you can grow spiritually, so that you can grow professionally and personally, and ultimately be of service to not only yourself but to others. When you activate your intuition, your psychic abilities, like the world is your oyster. You honestly become an absolute friggin' powerhouse. And this is an invitation for you. Like, if you are ready, then you will know that you're getting the signs. Like, you will already be on your path of personal growth. And this could be the missing link for you to take your business, your life, your relationships to the next level. So if you're interested, I am doing a free Rebel Soul Psychic Masterclass very, very soon in the next couple of weeks. I'll put the link down here where I'm going to teach you how to connect to your guides, your higher self, your soul, and all the pitfalls of opening up your psychic abilities. Also, how this is the gateway to find your purpose. And this is also a prelude to my upcoming launch of my new program, the Rebel Psychic School. So it is the only psychic school for rebel souls. And a rebel soul is someone that wants to live authentically, that wants to live a life of freedom, that knows they are here for more and wants to reach their highest potential, their fullest potential, and live that life of meaning or live that life of purpose, where they have access to their own magic and living their life according to their own friggin' rules. Because that's what it is. You stop following the crowd and you have the confidence to live the life, to take those risks, to open that business, to follow your dreams, to travel the world. Like, whatever your soul has agreed and meant to do in this lifetime, you have the confidence to be able to fulfill that soul agreement when you're connected to your intuition, when you've activated your soul gifts, when you have cleared out any blocks that are holding you back from your most authentic self, and when you have the tools to navigate, protect, and manage your energy and take the aligned action that you're being guided to take every step of your life. So if that's you, then all the details of my upcoming Rebel Soul program is going to be below. And again, join my free masterclass. I'm going to have some really cool stuff in there, some journaling prompts. I'm going to take you through a really cool transformative process where we will clear your blocks from this life, past lives, ancestral. It's going to be really cool depending who shows up for the masterclass, of where we're meant to go and what is blocking you from connecting to your true self and your authenticity and activating your unique gifts, because we all have unique gifts, guys. And it is a time in the world where we're being asked to step into our power, take back our power everywhere that we've given that away, and become spiritually self-led. Like, no longer will you be looking for your answers anywhere outside of yourself, where you can trust yourself fully and know that you are always on the right path. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment. If you have any questions about this, then I'll be happy to answer them. And see you guys later.